Hello everybody, and welcome back to Prometheus. Today, as always, we got some work to do. Now, we've been kind of taking it easy the past couple episodes, really haven't been grinding out that many missions, so what I think we're going to do today is we're going to make some serious progress on our mission board here. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have available to us. Now, this miasmic research quest requires you to build an outpost out in the swamps, and we're going to have to bring a bunch of our crafting benches from our main base out into the swamp in order to take care of this one. But since we already have pretty much everything that we need already crafted up, it's just a matter of picking up the benches that we need from here and carrying them over to the swamp. So we should be able to knock this one out fairly easily. So let's go ahead, kick things off today with the bang, and take out miasmic research.
Senatai pays for solutions, and it shows. If you're looking for some quick cash, this could be the one. Looks simple enough, but then again, it always does. You should know how to pick them by now.
Alright, so as we can see, we're going to have to craft miasmic tools. Miasmic Research Station is where we have to place all our crafting benches and then refine crystallized miasma. I'm not sure if our already crafted tools will count against this craft objective, but I guess we'll see. If we actually have to craft up new ones, it's not too big of a deal, but let's go ahead and begin this operation. Alright, so we can see our objective over here in the swamp on the right here, so we're gonna have to take all of our stuff out into the swamp over here. I know that it requires 4 solar panels, 2 electric furnaces, which thankfully we already have, a pretty large space to house all of that. We also need to bring our foundry, our chemistry bench, as well as our advanced alterations bench. So we're gonna have to carry a bunch of stuff over there. As well as one of our organic residue cleaners. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work on that, but before we do that, let me show you guys a little bit of the work I've done off stream here. Take a look at this. I went ahead and went around to all the caves that we've already explored and just mined up all of the respawned miasmic, or all of the respawned exotics nodes with my miasmic tool. So we have a gigantic load of exotics here. These red ones actually came from the volatile seeds, so I went ahead and planted those. They don't give you that many in comparison to the tree harvesting. I believe each one of these harvests, so I have 5 seeds total here. Each harvest is going to give us about 16 red exotics in total. So it's not that much, but still a nice little bonus on top of all the purples that we got. So let's go ahead, pet our dog, of course, and then get those exotics delivered. Alright, there's our first 580. And the other thing that you might be noticing is a lot of the bushes are starting to respawn, as well as some flowers and stuff. So the game recently added a feature where bushes will start respawning. So we're going to have to stay on top of harvesting those, or maybe we leave them. They look kind of nice out here. My dog decided to come outside. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep on delivering these exotics. There's another 580. And there we go, 280 more purples, 22 reds, and that is everything. Let's go check out how much we have in our space station now. Alright, we have 4,298 purples and 802 reds. That is absolutely awesome. There is a bunch of gear that we're going to need to look into getting for ourselves, but for the time being, let's focus on getting even more rich. Let's complete this quest and work on getting a little bit more Ren and purple exotics from that reward. So I'm going to go ahead and gather up all the stuff that we need, all the materials we need for a base, all the crafting benches that we need, and let's head on over to the swamp and get this mission started. And actually, before we do that, I want to take a look at some of the new items that were added. They added this survival kit. It takes 2 platinum weave, but it basically heals anything. So you can heal the basic wounds, deep wounds, frostbite, heat stroke, heat exhaustion, all of that just from one single item here. So let's go ahead and unlock this. This will be super nice just to have one single item in our hotbar to take care of all of our healing needs. And they also added these vitamins, which gives you a 20% chance to resist basic wounds, as well as 10% resistance to all of those other things like poison, hypothermia. So really nice new item. Let's go ahead and unlock that and maybe look into crafting a few of those as well. And then the last new item, I believe, is this charging station. So the flashlight is no longer infinite. You need to craft up one of these charging stations in order to actually recharge it. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock it. I'm still not really planning on using the flashlight too much, to be honest. But if they do introduce other lighting options that can be used in the recharger, that will be useful to have. Maybe something like a lamp that does the AoE lighting, but it's charged at this charger. I think that would be super nice. And there is also the medical satchel here. So this kind of acts like the seed pouch, where any medical items can be placed inside of its inventory. So it's a really nice compact way to store all your medical supplies. Let's go ahead, research that, and maybe get one of those crafted up as well here. Alright, so we should have everything that we need for the quest all ready to go. I went ahead and picked everything up that we needed. So we have all the building pieces for our little temporary shelter out there, a bed and a campfire so we can sleep, advanced alterations bench, chemistry bench, 2 electric furnaces, foundry, organic residue cleanser, and 4 solar panels. So we are ready to go. I also brought all of the materials we'll need to craft up all 4 of the tools in case our already crafted miasmic pick and axe don't count. We'll have to recraft those. Not a huge deal. So we have everything that we need. Let's go ahead, hop on our, I think we're going to take our fridge chicken buddy, Coupe 2, and we'll stick some food in his inventory, and let's head on over to the build site. I also went ahead and crafted up 20 vitamins here and 10 of these survival kits, so we are just stocked on all of the medical supplies we could possibly need. We are ready to go. I'm also loving that new medical satchel. That thing is super useful. And with the latest update, they also said they made an improvement to late game stuttering. So when you have a ton of stuff crafted and a ton of partially chopped voxels, that tends to lag your game. So they're starting to make some improvements, and there are even more improvements to come as far as stuttering goes. So I am already kind of noticing a slight difference. So that is great. Hopefully it just continues to get better from here. Alright, we have made it back to the swamp. Let's go ahead and head on over to the mission area, get our temporary little base set up, and get to work knocking this mission out. Alright, we have arrived at the mission location. I think I'm just going to build it kind of right here in the middle of this flat open area. Let's get our base down and get to work. We got a big old storm rolling in just in time for us to get the base up. We're going to need part of it to be 2 off the ground here, and then the rest of it can just be the normal 1 off the ground. We're already getting some attacks here. Let's make sure we carve these bodies up. Grab up these acid glands. Drop all this other stuff that we don't need. And stick this miasmic stuff on our MOA with the expanded inventory for the time being. Alright, and there we go. Simple, basic little structure here. We're going to get our foundry down in the 2 high area over here. And let's get to work setting all of our crafting benches up. Alright, so we have everything placed except for the solar panels. For some reason, the advanced alterations bench is not checking the checkbox, so hopefully we can get that taken care of. We'll have to figure that out. But let's go ahead and get our solar panels up as well. We're getting animals left and right out here. Alright, there's the 4 solar panels. Let's get these wired up. Maybe if we get the advanced alterations bench wired up, then it will start counting. Alright, so unfortunately it seems like we're getting a bug. The advanced alterations bench is not registering for some reason, so I think I'm going to try restarting the mission and then coming back here after we restart the mission and see if that loads in the correct progress here. Alright, so restarting the mission looks like it fixed the issue, fortunately. I'm going to go ahead and get my MOA parked in here. I did bring the relay tower just in case I needed to restart it again. But I'm just going to stick that in there for now. But yeah, with that taken care of, collect crystallized miasma. So we do have some in his inventory right here. Maybe if we grab that. Yes, that takes care of it. So we need to craft 20 refined miasma, so our chemistry bench here. I also have this in the inventory, so if I gather this... Okay, so we do actually have to craft up 20 of them. We're going to need 4 more. We'll go ahead and get this powered up as well here. Get those first few crafting. Alright, so our solar panels are not in the sunlight quite yet. We have a little bit of time before these are in the sunshine. Maybe we could move them back into that little ledge, but it should just be a few minutes. But those will get crafting up. We're going to need 4 more here. So I'm just going to go out, do a quick little hunting expedition, get 4 more crystallized miasmas, and get that taken care of. That guy dropped 11 of them, wow. Let's get on back. Alright, our solar panels are coming online now. We're going to get everything crafting up. Alright, we're just waiting for 20 of those to finish crafting. We'll be able to move on to the next stage. Now we also are going to need 30 acidic glands, so that's a little bit more hunting we're going to have to do here. I don't know if the Ubis drops acidic glands. I do think if we have the miasmic knife, that gives us... oh, he does drop it. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead, just do a little bit of hunting. Maybe we don't even need the miasmic knife to take care of this. Alright, there is the 20 miasmic coatings. Keep on gathering up a few more of these acidic glands here. The infected bark is going to be very easy to take care of. And yeah, so we do have the miasmic pick and axe in our inventory, so it does not count towards the progression, unfortunately. So we're going to go ahead and craft up a new one of all of those. Get all the materials we need. So we need the knife, the sickle, axe, and the pickaxe. It looks like my power line got disconnected. Let's try that again. Alright, there we go. Get all 4 of those crafted up. Beautiful. We also need the acidic glands anyways, so we're going to go out, get 1 more miasmic coating, and all the acidic glands that we need. And if we do use the miasmic knife, we do actually get more acidic glands, I believe, so get those. Oh, we have another mammoth over there. Might as well grab him. Let's get ourselves another mammoth trophy. Okay, and I'm going to immediately suture myself because I think they significantly decreased the amount of time it takes for you to get the infected debuff. So you have to be on top of that now. Alright, so we have the 30 acidic glands that we need. I'm going to get 1 more, maybe a couple more of these crafted up. That'll take care of the miasmic coating. And then all we need is 30 infected bark now, which should be super easy to take care of with our miasmic axe. I'm going to use my old one here. And let's just grab up 30 infected bark. Literally just one log shop is all it took. We have 31 infected bark. Very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and grab up the other mammoth tusk while we're at it. Might as well. And let's go deliver. Alright, and that is the mission all completed. The most difficult and time-consuming part of it was having to restart the mission. But once we got that taken care of, everything was nice and smooth. Let's go ahead and get all of our benches and everything back in our inventory and get it on home. And as we're heading back, I found yet another mammoth, so let's get ourselves another mammoth vestige here. Don't know if we're going to be crafting up another trophy or not. Didn't quite get the sneak attack on him. Don't know if we're going to be crafting up another trophy or even if we'll be crafting up a second one, but you might as well get them. They're pretty rare. And with that taken care of, we're going to head back now. We got 2 tusks, 2 mammoth vestiges, and a bunch of ren and exotics for completing that quest. Absolutely awesome. We're going to have to place everything back down in our base, get it all organized again, but so much quicker than if we had had to actually craft everything from scratch. That is the benefit of playing on open world here. You can knock those base building type missions out really quickly and easily. Alright, and we have made it back to the base. It is looking beautiful. Let's go ahead, get all of our crafting benches back down, and strategize about what we want to do from here. Alright, we got everything back in its rightful place here, everything all wired up, looking great. And yeah, with that taken care of, that was kind of the warm-up run for today, because there are just a few more quests left here on Prometheus, and the last few are by far the most difficult. So what I'm thinking is, let's go ahead and knock out a second quest today. Let's go into our operations menu. We can see we've completed everything all the way up into this point. We have Dispatch Manhunt here. This is a beast of a quest. Let's go ahead and accept this quest and get to work on taking care of this one.
Prospector, the group has every reason to believe that we have located the safe house of our suspect. We need to strike before they have a chance to escape. Prepare for an arduous pursuit. Attention, Prospector. The group has narrowed down the area where the suspect was recently residing. You must make your way to this location. The thief has tried to undermine our work on ICARUS and is no longer due civilized treatment. Use of force is approved, expected even. All previous contractors have failed to apprehend this suspect. We expect better from you.
Friend, you need to be careful. They're choking comms. I haven't got much time. That little stunt we pulled with the audio log, they're watching us now. Both of us. This is big. Whatever we're messing with, it's big. Beyond anything I've ever seen. The group could kill us over this. You gotta listen to the recording. Here.
Maybe we all just wanted to put the cover-ups. Completely
All right. So we are in for a beast of a mission here. I'm going to get to work making some backup wood spike fortifications and a few more wood wall fortifications as well. We're going to need some more ropes and some more wood. So I'm going to get to gathering a little bit of that material and get that stuff crafted up. Because basically what we need to do is we need to build a giant wall. There already is a wall out sort of surrounding this area, but there are some spikes missing and there are some wooden gates that you can replace with normal wooden walls, so you can build just a solid fortification all the way across. With the new update, I'm not sure how this is going to go, if I'm being quite honest. I think things are going to be a lot more difficult because we cannot rely on the spikes like we used to. So I'm going to craft up a ton more ammunition, get a bunch of those backup spikes just in case, and yeah, let's get all prepared and ready for this beast of a mission. And as we're preparing for some serious combat here, I'm going to actually craft and research a protection module. We'll replace one of our pheromones with this, at least for the duration of this mission. This is going to be super useful for us for 50% resistance to deep and basic wounds. I feel like we're catching wounds so frequently now with the new update, so this is a must-have for serious combat missions, I believe. Alright, and there's our protection module. Let's deliver this back to the station. Now we are ready to have 50% resistance to both of those wound types. That'll be super nice. So I have everything prepared for the quest here. I have all of these pills. I even brought my vitamins out, a bunch of spikes and walls here. We're going to need 2 solar panels worth of power, 10,000 to get this mission taken care of. But with all of that preparation taken care of, a ton more ammunition, bunch of arrows, we should be good to go in terms of offense. Let's go ahead, grab our food, hop on our fridge chicken, and head on over to the mission area. Alright, it is bright and early. We are heading into the mission zone now. I have all the preparation that I could possibly have taken care of. I have all the meds that we need, all the food. I even crafted up a spare shotgun in case we run out of durability on our first one. So I think we are more than good to go here. I'm going to go ahead and trek over to the mission location. There is a giant minefield in front of our mission location, so we have to be very cautious about how we approach this base here. So I'm going to come up on it a little slowly here. Let's keep an eye out for mines. And what we're going to want to do is get behind the fence at this outpost here and work on repairing all of the wooden walls there and replacing the gates.
This is the location.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Now to get you inside. If you would take a quick look around the perimeter, a few of our previous contractors encountered obstacles.
Yeah. Oh, there's a mine right there. Be super careful. Let's go on in this direction. So I want to... let's just go over here. And then over here. Alright, there we go. So we made it past the mines. You can see there are quite a lot of them out here. I'm just going to pick this wall up here, get my MOA inside in this gap. And we want to kind of be a little quick about getting all this taken care of, because just the random animals that spawn out here will start destroying the minefield. So they can be very helpful as the hordes. There we go.
That would be the aforementioned obstacles.
Aforementioned obstacles.
They shouldn't be a problem for a prospector of your caliber.
So I'm going to get all these walls repaired, do it as quick as I can so we can keep the mines going here. Get the spikes deployed as well on the walls that are missing spikes, and I'll be back with you guys as soon as I get that taken care of.
Good work. Please proceed to search the encampment for Group 15 equipment. The thief stole a geological scanning device that you will need to utilize. It's likely she took data from this location, information we would very much like access to. Yeah, so this radar dish thing, we have to protect it from just a giant swarm of animals that just keeps coming. So you want to get all these walls repaired. You're going to want to bring some spare spikes here. I would even recommend bringing some spare walls to replace the gates here. That way we can have just a full wall of spikes and gates blocking the entire path here. And the cool thing about once we're done with this mission is we can pick up a lot of these spikes and bring them back with us if they're still standing. So we'll have a nice stockpile. We won't have to keep wasting a lot of rope and wood on crafting them, at least for some time. So I think that is all of the walls and spikes repaired. Let's go ahead and get our MOA inside this little stone hut here. There are a few items that we could take out of this place that might be worthwhile. Ooh, got smacked there. The fireplace is turned on. Looks like they were just here. We just missed the thief. But yeah, we got some stamina enhancement tonics, 50 cured leather. Interesting. Just a few interesting little items around here. Let's take a look. There's a chest with some rifle and pistol rounds.
Unfortunately, we don't have a rifle, so we can't really make use of that. But we might as well grab it all up. Everything that I want to keep, I'm just going to stick in this box for now. And then let's go ahead, reapply our food buffs here, and we're going to get started on this mission. So I'm going to go for just one more of each of these, and then this big cooked meat. So what I'm going to do is place 2 biofuel generators next to this machine here. I would recommend using biofuel generators over something like a solar panel, because the lighting out here is very finicky. I mean, you saw it when we set up that little miasmic research center before. You don't know if, you know, your electricity is going to stay on with those things. So, you know, worst case scenario, you'll be stuck out there.
Seems like our thief built a defensible encampment for a reason. Data shows that when powered, this device will disturb local wildlife. You may want to prepare. I'm sure you can figure it out.
Yeah, we are good. So yeah, I was saying definitely use biofuel generators, or I guess wind turbines if you must. But yeah, we are ready to go. I have all of my consumables in my inventory. We have our hammer ready to go to do a lot of repairing. I'm going to get these ramps in this slot. I think we want to make some ramps like up over the wall here. That'll make things a little bit easier as the animals are coming through. And then maybe one more over here. There are these little, like, battlement things, but you can't see over the wall. I'm not going to let that stand. Oh yeah, we also need to equip our attack backpack here. And with that taken care of, I'm going to consume another vitamin. Get that. I'm also going to consume an anti-parasitic pill. Let's actually get the... No, we'll leave that in there. Take this out just in case we need it. And with that taken care of, consume our vitamin. And let's get this thing going before we lose any more mines. Okay, there we go. I just have to plug it in again. We are good to go. And let's get ready. We got a Dreadwing right here. Take care of that guy. Let's get our hammer ready and our shotgun ready here. We're going to have a lot of animals coming our way pretty soon here. Fortunately, we still have a good amount of mines out there that can do some work for us. But you can see they're already starting to come over in on this side. Got a lot coming in. Oh, they are getting destroyed by the minefield. You also have to be careful of the Dreadwings, because they will knock you over the edge if you're not careful. So we got another wave spawning in. Oh, yep, there's the Dreadwing. Alright, another Viscid coming in here. We're at 14%. We're making good progress. I've already seen so many animals die to those mines, but there's so much more to come. As soon as those mines run out, we're going to be in for a world of hurt. Alright, so they got past the mines over here. Unfortunately, I can't really see them. Let's go ahead and just do some repairs here. Can't let the spikes do some good work for us. Just try not to let them break. We only have a few spares. Alright, looking good. We are at 30%. Making decent progress here. Alright, looks like we're starting to get the brunt of the attacks here. Our spikes are no longer really doing it for us. Careful of the Dreadwings. Stay on top of our repairs here. The Visids are just getting melted by the spikes. I don't know if they're like particularly weak. Oh, I just broke my own spike. I don't think I was aiming at that, but okay. That's really not good because we can't replace the spike as long as there's animals there. I'm not able to hit him. I'm just shooting the wall. Alright, so that wall is just going to have to be there as it is. Let's get some repairs on these spikes. Try and stay on top of our repairs as we can here. Try and get a sneak attack on these guys here. I have a feeling we're about to see a containment breach. Alright, we got the kills there, that's fortunate. If we can place a replacement... Alright, we got the replacement on. Alright, there we go. We're back in business here. Got the replacement spike in. 58%. Alright, we are taking care of this. I can't quite see over the edge of this. Still got some mines out there. Get some more repairs in here. Oh. Dreadwing kind of scared me there. And he just blew up on a mine. Oh, we might lose this spike. Get the repair. Alright, very nice. So if you stay on top of your repairs, you can actually pretty much guarantee that they'll stick around. 82%. Making good progress here. So yeah, I mean, if you're going to be doing this mission, I 100% recommend having a titanium hammer with the hold time action down. You can just keep things repaired so much more easily. Another tip for repairing is if you just hold your mouse button down, you can kind of glide over things. I'm just holding the mouse down, I'm not clicking at all, and it's just constantly repairing. So as long as you have stamina, you can pretty much just walk back and forth and repair like this. Anytime you see something with damage, you just let the hold action complete on it. Anytime a Dreadwing comes, just snipe it. And this mission should be done in just 7% more. We got it taken care of without a containment breach. Fingers crossed, you know, knock on wood, literally right now. But I have a feeling we're going to be able to do this without much more resistance.
Well done. You may
All right.
now place the beacon. It shouldn't take long to get an accurate location.
The one thing that I forgot, we actually need a beacon. I have plenty of those back at the base. We're going to have to run all the way back, grab a beacon. But the thing to keep in mind is as soon as you place the beacon, this place is going to be destroyed. So grab everything that you want before you place the beacon. I'm going to grab up all of these spike fortifications and walls, I think. Definitely want to get those in my inventory if we ever do more geyser missions or anything like that. Those will be super useful for us. But yeah, just like that, the mission is pretty much taken care of. All we need to do is place the beacon now. I'm going to go ahead and just take a look around, see what else is in these buildings. I don't remember exactly if there's anything else really worthwhile. Just some random materials in there. Yeah, nothing really that great. A ton of crop plots. Oh, there is a bunch of fertilizer and another shovel in here. I don't really need the fertilizer. We can craft so much of it back at the base. Fertilizer now does also actually take dirt in addition to the usual spoiled plants. So it's not quite as easy to construct fertilizer. But yeah, but that said, I'm just going to gather up all this stuff once again. we'll head back to the base with all of the loot and then go ahead and place that beacon. Oh, there was a little hidden chest here. I didn't even notice this. Some electronics, composites, titanium, and carbon fiber. That's awesome. Let's get our big backpack on and grab all that up. Grab this chest too while we're at it. But yeah, with all that taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and stick all of our medicines back into our pouch here. We are good to go as far as that goes. Open up some more inventory space for us here. I grabbed up all those concrete pieces. I don't think we need a second shovel. Let's just drop that. But yeah, all that's left is the ammo and all of the walls. So I'm going to go ahead, repair those and gather them up. And let's head on back to the base once that's taken care of. A little cleanup work we have to take care of as we open up the wall here. Alright. Oh, not alright. There we go. That should be everything. Alright, so now let's go ahead and pick all these walls up. It is just absolute carnage out here. Look at all these bodies. Absolutely crazy. We got the Komodos coming in for a feeding frenzy. Just a few more walls left here, and we'll be ready to go back and grab ourselves the beacon. Alright, there we go. All of the walls have been gathered, all the spikes. We have a huge reserve supply of that stuff now. Very cool. Let's hop on our MOA, go grab a beacon, and come back once we are all loaded up with that. Alright, just craft ourselves up a beacon. I'm not 100% sure if we could use one of our simple quest beacons, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to craft one up, and let's head on back over with our beacon. Alright, we have made it back to the base here. I'm going to park my MOA right over here because as soon as we plant this beacon, we're going to have to make a run for it. Let's make sure to grab up the little bit of items that we wanted in here. Don't really need that potbelly stove or anything else here. Let's just get on up to the top of the base, plant this beacon, and get out of here.
Excellent work, Prospector. We've decided that the destruction
Sprain
of
my
the
ankle.
site and surrounding area is in the best interests of the group. While we have no further use for this site, you may find useful items hidden around the criminals' encampment.
Warning, orbital laser charging sequence has begun. You have 30 seconds to evacuate the area.
If you value your life, then I'd recommend leaving the site. Now.
Oh boy. That is so awesome. There we go, 375 Ren, 225 red exotics, and not a trace of that building remains here. Absolutely decimated. Yeah, that was a pretty smooth mission as long as you can keep those walls up. You know, things will go much more smoothly for you. If they break through the walls, things can get pretty hectic. But yeah, definitely recommend the titanium hammer plus the hold time attachment, as well as, you know, replacing the gates with walls and spikes, and yeah, just stay on top of those repairs. All right, we have made it home. Victorious, triumphant, pockets full of exotics and Ren, our hearts full of joy at our victory. Absolutely glad to be back. We got 2 big missions done today. I'm feeling great about that. Alright, and with those missions behind us, there is one other thing that I want to try out here. I want to test out the farming carts. With the new bandage, this, what was it called? The survival kit. These take 2 platinum weave to craft up, and you know, we're kind of running a little bit low on fiber. This is all I have. So what I want to do is I want to build one of those seeding carts and just make a gigantic field of fiber. We also do have the fibers respawning, but if I'm being honest, I kind of want to turn that setting off and just make our own fiber farm. As you can see in my barn here, The respawning bushes are spawning underneath my barn here, and they're like sticking up into the structure here. So I think I'm going to turn that setting off. If you don't know how to do that, if you just go into your gameplay settings and then come down to fiber foliage respawn, I'm just going to set that to off. So every time you load into the game, all of the fibers will respawn. It supposedly gives you a performance boost if you leave that setting turned on. But it's just getting a little annoying for me, so I'm going to turn it off, and then we're going to make our own fiber farm using that cart, sort of out in the middle of this big open field right here. Alright, so I'm going to get one of each of these carts here. I already have the seeding cart crafted up, then we're going to get the watering and the harvesting cart, and yeah, we'll put these things to the test, see how they work. I have seen a little bit of footage of them in use. Basically, you take your buffalo or cart animal, attach the cart to it, and it will just sort of follow you and just drag a gigantic line of dirt mounds on the ground. We are going to need to gather a bunch of dirt to actually fuel the thing, so I need to repair that window, I think. But yeah, we're going to need to dig up a ton of dirt, so I'm going to get my shovel out and get to work on that. I haven't had to repair this since we first built it, so they have definitely lasted quite some time. But it is time we give it a little bit of the hammer treatment here. Alright, I'm going to get about 300 dirt for now. I think that should be enough. Let's go ahead and grab our carts here. Watering, seeding, and harvesting. And even if we don't use all 300 of that dirt, dirt is actually required to make crop plots now, as well as fertilizer and a bunch of other things. So yeah, you're going to spend a lot of time clicking the ground now if you want to be building a big greenhouse or anything like that. Let's pull out the seeding cart here. So this is how it looks. I think we actually need to attach it straight onto the animal. I think I'm actually going to sleep. You know, we got a ton of work done today. Let's go ahead, take one last rest, and get to work on this final farming project in the morning. Good morning, everybody. So we are out here in the middle of our nice open field with our buffalo friend. I'm going to go ahead and stick the seeding cart on him here. And I'm hearing a bear. Hopefully it's not going to come at us while we're doing this project here. But I already kind of have him lined up, and basically what you need to do is get all of the items that you need inside of the seeding cart and set him to follow, and he will just drag a line of seeds and dirt mounds in the path that he walks. So let's go ahead, get some dirt and seeds in his inventory. We have a ton of dirt and seeds. Let's start with 50. It'll stop producing dirt mounds as soon as you run out of dirt. Let's try and limit it to 50 for now and see how that looks. So we press X to toggle the device on, then set him to follow, and just walk in this direction. And there he goes, he's planting. Alright, and he is out of seeds. A perfect row of seeds right there. Absolutely beautiful. So let's go ahead, take the seeds out of his inventory, set him to stay again here. Now let's take a look at what we got here. A super nice straight line of bushes here. Dirt mounds with the fibers in there. Absolutely awesome. So that is 50 fiber bushes for us. I mean, we could do even more than that, honestly. Maybe we just get one more row of 50 next to that. Have 100 fiber bushes right in front of our base. Let's line him up again here. Just right where we had him before, right there. Get the seeding cart back on him here. 50 seeds, 50 dirt. All these animal noises are kind of scaring me a little bit. Now this might be a little bit farther back, but that's fine. We will hold to examine here, set him to follow, toggle the device on, and let's go. Alright. Not quite as straight as the last one. Yeah, you could probably get it done a little bit nicer than that, but for what we're doing here, it's just a ton of fiber bushes all planted up. And what I want to do with this is, we have all these new bandages that we need to craft, all of that, and then also I just want to get a ton of seeds so I can start crafting a ton of seed feeds for our animals as well. You can now store the seed feeds in your deep freezes and refrigerators, and they have an extremely long spoil time regardless of whether they're in a deep freeze or not. So I think it's a good idea just to mass craft a ton of those. So we'll have a ton of fibers here. You could also do like wheat or something like that, but I wanted to get fiber because, we're going to be using it for bandages and all of that. But let's go ahead, take the seeding cart off of him. Let's get the watering cart. Dropped a couple seeds there. Get the watering cart on him. So we can refill this from nearby deployables. We don't have any nearby deployables, so maybe if we moved him back over there, and I'm not sure if it keeps its charge. Let's do a little experimentation. Let's bring him back over here where we have that rain reservoir and fill it from the rain reservoir. Get him right next to this and see if we can't fill it from here. Okay, there we go. We filled the entire thing from the rain reservoir. It is at half capacity now. I think that should be more than enough. So let's go ahead, get this back into our storage and take him back over. No. They want to drink from the lake for some reason. There's plenty of good water right here for you, buddy. Let's hop back on our buffalo, make sure none of our other animals escape. Alright, and let's get back out to the field. Alright, we got our buffalo with the water cart now, so we're going to go ahead, come out in front of him, set him to follow again. Let's turn on the device, and let's just walk backwards over our crops here. And it looks like it's watering them. Kind of. Alright, yeah, so they are all watered. They're just kind of popping in and out here. But cool, so they are watered. Let's go ahead and get this off of him, set him back to wander. And we are done with our planting and watering. Let's just take one more look here. Yeah, it looks like they are all... Oh, that one got missed. But every single other one is watered, so they will grow nice and quickly for us here. We did miss this one single one here, so let's just water that by hand, I guess. But yeah, with that taken care of, everything is watered up. I'm not sure why it kind of pops in like that. That's a little weird. But yeah, we are ready for 100 fiber bushes to grow whenever they are ready. So that is super cool. We will definitely be using the harvesting cart as soon as these are all ready. Get a nice quick harvest, all the seeds that we could need. I'm not sure if that would be better than using our sickle, which would, we have all of our buffs on our sickle and it's a titanium sickle, so it might be more worthwhile just to harvest them by hand as far as return on investment. But as far as speed goes, you're definitely going to get a much quicker harvest using the new cart. All right, and I think that will wrap it up for today's episode. We got 2 really beefy missions done today. That second one can be extremely difficult if you're not prepared, so definitely take some of the pointers that I laid out in that one if you're going to be doing it. We got it taken care of pretty smoothly, I feel like, so definitely glad that we got that taken care of. And yeah, with those 2 missions out of the way, there's only one mission left here on Prometheus, the infamous Fracture Manhunt. That is all we have left before we have completed all of the missions on Prometheus. I'm feeling great. We have accomplished something truly great here. And, after all of the work that we put in here on this planet, conquering it, taming it, there's just one last thing, one final chapter for us to take care of. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I know that I am. It's going to be a fun one. I hope to see you all in the next one. And before we sign off for today, I of course have to say thank you to all of the amazing channel members. So thank you as always to Johnny5, Cataline Muntianu, Dorset Viking, Vivid Epiphany, Brutus, Sylvan Dryad, Leo, Jagged Power, James Dodson, Hein Groenwald, Newly, and Leticia Magalues. Thank you everybody so much for your continued support. I hope you all enjoyed today's episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.